Welcome to the check-in.
Welcome to the check-in.
Hey, y'all. First things first, we gotta let y'all know we grown-ass women, and grown-ass women say some grown-ass shit sometimes. So if your earballs are not prepared for profanity, prepare them.
And also, we are not mental health professionals, so if you are dealing with a mental health crisis or you need somebody to talk to, text HOME to 741-741, and a trained professional will get back in touch with you.
All right, let's get into this content.
We need to record. Gotta have that record.
All right.
Okay. We're back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the check-in.
And if you notice, we're wearing the same clothes, it's because...
We're recording this in one take.
Yep.
But also, this might be my uniform because, like, look at this. Would y'all buy this?
Would y'all buy it?
Would y'all buy this?
I would buy it. I would buy it a lot.
Tell us in the comments if you would buy some merch. Let us know. I don't know what the camera's doing.
Is it recording?
It is recording, but I think it says 7 minutes left. I feel that like that's what that means. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? That's 6 minutes.
I don't know, but we better wrap it up.
Okay, what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about our dubs, our gains from 2020.
Our gains.
Yeah, so let me ask you, friend.
Yes.
How you doing?
Oh, girl. So, when I was a young girl,
a young warthog.
I'm stable. So, stability is...
Okay.
That's something, right?
Yeah.
That's something. All things considered.
Oh, you know what I forgot?
What'd you forget? Oh. Well,
there we go.
Yeah, it's only been like 2 minutes. So, because of all the L's that I took last year, I've had to really dig deep into my psyche and figure out like what, like that movie Soul, how Joe Gardner was like trying to find like a purpose or spark for 22. Like, I needed to find my purpose, or at least I thought I did, all year. And, you know, I went through my existential crisis, and I was just like, you know, my purpose is rooted in, like, fear. And that is the source of a lot of my problems.
Oh, were you one of those soul thingies that was real scary?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yes, hard pill to swallow, like, just afraid. And I had to tap into like why I was so afraid because like I don't know, I just kind of just forget that like I'm a bad bitch sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I just and when I have to say that out loud, like during my therapy sessions, I'm just like, I don't know why I'm so intimidated by this legal stuff because I know I'm being a bomb ass lawyer. My therapist was like, "That's right, you would," and I was like, "I would."
I
would. So a lot of that happened like all throughout the year. With my career and then with relationships, like I feel like emotionally I have matured like 15 years.
Yay.
And it's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing, but not everybody is on the same level. And sometimes I find myself just getting very frustrated, like with having to explain what's appropriate and not appropriate. Go away. You need to be on Do Not Disturb. Sorry.
Mine should probably be on that too.
But yeah, like I had a very, very, very close relationship crumble. And I had to navigate that space without that very important person in my life. And it was like, it was awful. It was really terrible. And I don't know, in those horrible moments, you grow the most. And I just had to, you know, really reprioritize things and figure out, you know, what's important to me and what I'm going to tolerate as an adult. Because I am an adult. Like, I joke around and call myself a junior adult. I'm a small human. I am the size of a 7-year-old, arguably. But like I'm grown, and there's just certain things that I need to like speak up for myself, and that needs to go for everybody, like towards everybody, even the people closest to me. I just need to be like, hey, I don't like this because XYZ, and I've had to reflect on how much I shrunk myself just to not be a problem, or to like keep the peace in my circles. Like, I would let certain things that would bother me slide because I'm just like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's not a battle I'm trying. Like, my whole thing is like, pick your battles.
Right.
And I was never picking them. I never had a battle. And it's just like, sometimes you need to fight for yourself. So I think last year I did a lot of fighting for myself, and I had to develop some very hard boundaries that were hard for me. Like, they hurt me, but in the end, it's for the best. And I think, I grew out of that situation with a clear head and a clear mind and a better way at how to treat my relationships, especially the ones that I feel are most important to me. And I think that's what adulting is about.
Yeah.
I think. So I had to go through a lot of dumb bullshit. But I feel like I made it out on the other side a better person. And I hope, I'm a better friend, daughter, cousin, confidant, playmate, whatever. Like, I'm just like a better all around person because of these experiences. So it was a dub for me because I'm dope times 2. So hey. Yeah. What about you, friend? How you doing?
I'm doing good. So
that's good.
I definitely started the year off with some turmoil.
Yeah.
But
traumatic.
Very traumatic.
Yeah.
And like you said, when you go through awful stuff, that's your opportunity to grow, and that's your opportunity to learn how to deal with new situations that you haven't encountered before. So I believe for my mental health, I knock on wood, please, Lord Jesus, please. Oh, sorry, mommy, I hit you in the face.
Shuppy gal.
That I think that I've gone through the worst that my mental health has to offer.
Okay, that's great.
And it, it feels good to have that stuff in the rear view.
Yeah.
Because when you're going through it, it just feels like it's never going to go away. So I definitely had an experience that I did not appreciate. But from that, I was actually able to get legitimate help. And that help was in the form of a little pink pill. And that's great. It's great for me. And even with that, my dosage has gone up, which, when that happened, it kind of felt like an L, because it was just like, I don't want to be on medication forever. I want to get off of this.
Yeah.
But having that dosage adjusted and feeling the most balanced I felt in years.
Recording stopped due to insufficient memory. That's hilarious. All right, no video for y'all.
Wait. Oh, memory.
Yeah, the memory card is full.
I was like, how it had a problem with it? Okay, it's not battery. Battery and memory is different. I work in IT.
We are just having so many tech problems.
That's why our partner's supposed to be here. Go ahead and wipe my nose again, since y'all can't see it. I'm wiping my nose. It's real cute too. I wish y'all could see it, but you can't.
You can't because the camera died.
You hear that? That's my tissue. Anywho, so yeah, my mental health being relatively stable, I've had some very anxiety-inducing moments happen towards the end of the year that did not affect me in the way that they used to. So it definitely feels good, and that's a big dub to walk away with from 2020. Also, the only other thing that was bothersome in my life was my job. And not that I didn't love my job, like I didn't really care too much for what I actually did, but it wasn't hard. So I was like, okay, this is fine. I'm going to make money this way. Cool. People need this. Projects need somebody to do this work. But the workload and feeling constantly like undermined and it was getting old. I'd been asking, and y'all know if y'all been rocking with us for a while, like I've been asking for so long to get help.
Support,
and I never got it. And I'd been looking for jobs for years. I almost went to Korea earlier last year. Like August, I thought I was going to Korea for almost 5 years, which was going to be super exciting, but that fell through. And there was another job opportunity that was really great. That was, it was kind of in Virginia, but that fell through as well.
Can I just add that you handled both of those situations really, really well?
Thank you.
Like,
it definitely sucked.
Yeah. But you kept your head above it. And I was really proud of you. I was like, damn.
Oh, thank you.
Mental health progress.
So yeah, that like it kind of, and you experienced this because we were both looking for jobs last year, that you keep getting all these no's and keep getting these no's and no, or yes, we want you, but you know, we don't want to pay you. And that was really what I was encountering. So it makes you think, like, am I pricing myself too high? Am I being unrealistic with what I should be looking for? And I stopped kind of looking in November. God was like, listen, you can get what you worth, boo. And I was like, I can? And he was like, yeah, here you go. And I was like, oh. These interviews happened. I was literally on vacation. And their interview, I had one Friday. Then I was in Orlando. That Monday I had another follow-up, and by Monday afternoon, that same day I interviewed, they called me with an offer.
I love that.
And I was at the liquor store. I was trying to buy some alcohol, and I was like, oh my God. The cashier's like, okay? Ma'am, do you have a Winn-Dixie card? No, I just so happy. So that was a really great dub at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Because when things don't work out, it almost feels like validation that you're doing too much and that what you want is not going to manifest. But you get enough L's, like, it really makes the dub worth the dub. It really makes it everything. Yeah. So that was good. My career is in a good place right now. I'm getting paid what I feel like I'm worth. I'm not being overtaxed. Granted, I don't know what I'm going to be doing because I still don't have a work laptop. So it's kind of been a workation right now. I'm doing as much as I can. I have met with some of the team members and everything, but they know I'm, pretty much handicapped right now. So they can't really give me a whole lot to do. But the company is based in Alaska, and it's Alaskan natives that made the company. So yeah, it just it feels like a really good place to work with, and they have a good reputation at the headquarters where I work. So it's just that in itself was like the greatest Christmas present. Like I started my first day the week of Christmas, so it was just really, really lovely. The other dub that felt like an L was I tried to adopt a cat. I tried to be a pet parent. And I really thought having a cat was going to be helpful for my mental health, to have something to keep me on routine, something that requires me to be okay so that I can, be better, just be a better human. And I had been researching for years and years and years and years.
The amount of planning,
it was like extensive.
It was very extensive.
So I ended up getting this little baby. He was 12 weeks when I got him, little Juju, and I had him for like 23 days and couldn't handle it. He was good his first 2 weeks, but I learned that his personality wasn't exactly as advertised because he was sick.
Yeah.
He had a very, very bad ear infection, and I never had a cat before. I've never had really a dog too much. So nothing that I was really responsible for. And anybody who has cats, they know cats don't complain a lot.
Yeah.
So the sleepy, cute little boy that I thought I had, he was sleeping so much because his little body was battling
sick,
an
yeah.
infection. So taking him to the vet, trying to figure out what to do, and then I had to give him eardrops, and he did really well with the eardrops. He definitely would shake his head because he didn't like the way that it felt, so I had to rub his little ears, but he would let me do it. I little swallowed him. Swaddled.
You did?
Yeah.
That was so cute.
He was a little kitty burrito. He was so adorable. And he didn't like fight it or anything. Even I clipped his nails. He's really, really a good cat. So I'm hoping that he's in a really good home right now because he's precious. But then I had issues with him. He was peeing on everything. And it spiked my anxiety because I'm such a planner that I felt like, oh, well, if he's peeing, it's either because he's sick or he's anxious. But I couldn't figure out anything that was causing. Yeah. It had been 2 weeks with no accidents in the house, allegedly.
Yeah, ones we couldn't find.
And then I was like, okay, he peed on the rug, get the rug clean. Okay, he peed on the floor, clean the floor. And then it was like, he peed on the left stack. I'm sorry, I can't do this. There's nothing left in this living room for him to pee on but the couch, and it's not gonna be the couch, baby. You got to go.
You fooled me. He ain't fooled again.
So I was really, really, really disappointed. I didn't want to give him back to his foster because he had an ear infection because his foster wasn't really looking after him as closely as she should have been. And he was actually hurt when I picked him up, and I didn't realize that. You noticed, I didn't.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, his ear's leaking a little bit," and I'm looking at his ear. I'm like,
his ear was crusty, y'all. Like it looked like there was coffee grounds in his ear by the time I'd had him for a week. Yeah. So I was so just. I panicked.
He got tore up by his brother. That was also with the foster mom. You know, her house was busy, so I mean, he just got into some stuff and didn't get the attention that he needed.
And here, you know, he went from a house with 2 dogs, 2 other cats, 3 kids, and 2 adult humans.
And his mother.
Yeah.
His mother was in his foster home.
Yes. So going from that to coming here, and I don't really think he had enough stimulation here. And
you're just bored.
Taking him back to the foster was bittersweet because I didn't really want to leave him with her, but he was still a kitten. I'd only have him for 23 days. People love kittens. He's still playful. Yeah. And I just told the adoption peoples, I was like, he will do phenomenal with a bigger family. Yeah. I'm not enough. He'd be like wandering the house, meowing. I'm like, there ain't nobody else. See, all the people that's here is in the one room.
His little meows.
I'm like, what are you doing? Get down here.
Meow. There's no people up this.
No, we're down here. Meow. Downstairs. Meow. You went upstairs. You know how to get down here.
And then me, Uncle Grandpa, I go get him.
You were such a sweetheart. He had you wrapped around his little tail.
He did, but he didn't like pee in front of me, so that's
bro. He looked me in my eyes and peed on my floor, and I was just like, this little niglet. I was so appalled and also panicked because I'm like, stop peeing. It was so much pee. But he got good treatment while he was here. He ate real good. I loved his little frolic to the food bowls. Oh, adorable.
He loved his little... And it wasn't no fancy feast. It was something more premium.
Oh, yeah. He was getting the good food. Yeah. He was getting that good.
That good pate.
I remember the first time I was like not opening the can fast enough, and he decided he was going to climb up my leg. And I was like, get! Oh, Juice. She's like, get down! And he was just like looking at me like, hurry up. You know how this works. It's been the same thing every day.
I remember that scream.
I was like, what?
His personality started to come out when he was healing from his infection. Because, like, He was taken care of here.
Yeah. And he, like, once he had energy and everything, you got that really playful kitten. And he was just a sweetheart. He was a bundle of just chaotic energy, but he was sweet. And his little booty wiggles every time he tried to pounce on something.
Too cute.
I was just like, you're not fooling anybody. We can literally see you about to do something you ain't got no business doing.
I still have my Juzo scars. But
I still have a few.
Yeah. His little pounces.
But you was a chew toy, so you definitely have more than me.
He loved my feet.
Yes.
Just for snacks, for breakfast, for lunch and dinner. And sometimes when he had the munchies, he was like, I think I want toes for dinner. Yum, 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 yum.
He was like, oh, not those. I want Uncle Grandpa toes.
Uncle Grandpa toes. Scratched the hell out of me the first week.
Bro, he didn't have any nail control yet. He didn't have none. So it was just like, okay, I love you. But then I had to just be like, ow!
He had to be real dramatic.
And then he would stop.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't hurt nobody. He just didn't know.
Thought he was playing.
He was like, no, you playing with the wrong one. But I digress. Gave him back, and that was like a big deal for me because I felt like I'd adequately planned and I was still like grossly unprepared for what happened. And I know, you were telling me like, be patient. He's a kitten. He's going to pee on stuff. He's getting used to it. Hasn't even been a month. And I like my anxiety could not handle it. And I felt very, very defeated, but that was a really good opportunity for me to learn how to love myself through a failure. Like through a failure that you did everything you could have done.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work out. And so learning that, I've learned to be a lot more kind to myself.
Okay, loving kindness, pivot.
To be kinder to myself and go like, hey, you're still learning how to do things. I still think that I'm going to get a cat again. I'm probably going to get 2. So like, no adoption. Pet Finder has bonded cats all the time. So that's probably something that I'll look into doing and getting older cats. But having a bad experience and learning what you can do different, like you don't have to give up that experience. You can just figure out like, hey, I don't like, it's like a bowl of pho. Like maybe, you don't need sriracha in your pho. Like maybe that's too much. Maybe you need more hoisin. Maybe you need more cilantro. And you just, you have your base and what it is that you want, and you figure out these other things to make that experience better for you and more meaningful. So that was a dub in a really weird L way, but now I feel like,
you grew from that experience.
Yeah. And definitely like when I saw his picture and you were like, don't look at the comments. And I looked at the comments and I was like,
I told you not to do something and you did the opposite.
Listen, you should have said nothing because I didn't even look at the comments.
So the only reason why I said don't look at the comments was because that's what I thought you were doing.
Oh, no. I literally looked at it. Was like, oh, look how handsome he is now. And then I moved on with life.
I'm sorry.
But, basically what had happened was I turned Juzo back into his foster. He was still sick. Like I had taken him to the vet that morning before I brought him back to the foster. His ear was super inflamed.
Yeah.
The vet was saying he had lacerations. His ear was bleeding. And she gave me all the medicine. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to continue to keep you just because you're still sick. Because when I got you, you were sick. So I had to tell myself, like, don't, like, guilt yourself into feeling like you have to take care of this animal when you've been doing everything you could do for this animal. Yeah. So I bought all the medication and everything, and I took him to his foster, told her, like, this is what the vet said, this is what they want, blah, blah, blah. Didn't see his picture pop up for like another 2 months. Yeah. Which made me feel like he was still sick during those 2 months and not adoptable, basically. But I saw a picture and I was like, oh my gosh, look at little Juju. He's so grown. He's so cute. And I sent the post, like I shared it to my twin. And she looked at the comments. She was like, don't look at the comments. And I was like, okay. And then I looked at the comments because now I was curious. The adoption place had basically said that he was given back for being too playful.
Mm-hmm. Instead of stating that he had an ear infection from his foster mom. And
all the comments were like, who gives a kitten back for being too playful? And, like, the comments were kind of brutal. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And I even told my twin, I was like, I kind of want to comment and be like, yeah, who would do that? But I, thought about it. I was like, the adoption place is going to say whatever they can to get this little buddy adopted. And if that's the way they wanted to
spin that story,
then fine. I hope he gets adopted to a really, really good home. But that, like, definitely, when I already felt guilty and I was literally crying for nights because I'm looking at him but I don't know what to do. And then I see those comments, it was just like, it definitely took a shot at me that I was like, but I did everything. Y'all don't even know.
Yeah.
So I was happy that I didn't try to defend myself with anybody. I didn't reach out to the people and be like, why would you say that? Blah, blah, blah. But
if you would have told me to jump, I would have jumped. I was thinking about it too. I was like, bitch, don't you have 18 other pets that you don't take care of? Like,
right.
Why are you in this comment section talking shit?
Like, are you going to adopt him or not?
Exactly. Like, if you feel that, adopt him.
Yeah. He need a home, clearly.
You busy worried about his brother that messed up his ear.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna jump. I was thinking about it.
And I will say, like, the foster mom, when I returned him and I explained to her all the medication and everything, she was like, well, what happened to his ear? She didn't even remember that his ear was jacked up the day that I got him, that I adopted him and picked him up. So it was just like, I really hope Juju, or whatever your name is now, is in a very, very good home, somewhere where people are actually looking out for him. Mm-hmm. But that's my dubs.
Look at that.
Career dubs, mental health dubs, and self-love dubs.
Wow. You really spin that. I respect it. And look at the time.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. We're doing such a great job.
We are.
2021, new us.
I mean, like, here I am. What are we talking about next time?
I think next time is our animation series.
Oh, fun.
Right?
Oh, no, it's the Inner Child series.
No.
That's what it says.
No, we gonna change that schedule.
Okay.
Yeah, we gonna do
that. Oh, trigger warning.
Yeah. Let's jump into that next segment.
Should we do a music therapy first? I feel like we should do on behalf of Jazz.
I mean, I'm fine with music therapy or animation therapy. Honestly, we could talk about both. Media therapy.
I don't know what we're talking about. There's so many
options.
Yeah.
We're having a production meeting soon, so we'll figure out what we're talking about. It's going to be lighthearted.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, the inner child, that shit, no. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm not ready for that. Ooh. If anybody is familiar with inner child work, let us know in the comments if you would like to write a letter or suggest a potential guest, maybe.
Oh, maybe we should do the toxic series. That sounds...
Oh, toxic positivity?
Yes.
That's exactly... I've been wanting to do that for 4 months.
Okay, so next time we're going to be talking about toxicity.
Yes! Toxicity!
So you guys stay tuned. It's going to be a really good one. So make sure you're following us.
Make sure you're following up on everything at the Check-In Twins.
Yeah.
And remember, life is like a series of hotels that show your growth throughout a dreadful year, and you come out like a bad bitch named Garnet, who is a fusion.
Yeah. Did you see Imani had a
Steven Universe?
She had tatted a lovely black couple, and it was the individual.
Oh, Ruby and Sapphire?
Mm-hmm. It was so cute. Shameless plug. at Puke Kawaii, our favorite tattoo
Our
artist.
favorite tattoo artist. Amazing.
She's always present.
Just like the Bible right here.
Yeah. When I have money again.
Yeah, you're dragging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rawr. Okay, yeah, so tune in next time.
Tune in next time. And remember, be kind to yourself.
Be kind to others.
And remember to be the beautiful galaxy
That you are.
that you are and always will be.
Oh, yes.
Don't ever forget it.
Don't ever change. Unless it's good. Change.
Yeah. Change for the better.
Change for the good.
Don't change for a piece of shit. Okay.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
My mic. My titty mic.
Oh, that's funny. We're not recording. Ha!